In a quiet little village nestled at the edge of a sprawling forest, there lived a curious crow named Jasper. Jasper wasn't like the other crows. While they spent their days scavenging for food and cawing noisily from the treetops, Jasper was captivated by the strange, shiny things the humans used and the tricks they performed. It all started one fateful day when Jasper stumbled upon the village square during a market festival. Among the bustling crowd, a street magician was performing for a group of awestruck children. Jasper perched on a nearby lamppost and watched as the magician made coins disappear, pulled flowers out of thin air, and seemingly bent spoons with just a wave of his hand. The crow was hooked. From that day on, Jasper decided he wanted to be a magician. Jasper's training begins. At first, Jasper started small. He began collecting shiny objects he found in the village, buttons, coins, even bottle caps. He'd swoop down, grab them in his beak, and stash them in his secret hideout inside a hollow tree. But collecting wasn't enough. Jasper wanted to perform. One day, as Jasper was rummaging through the village market, he noticed a child drop a coin. Seizing the opportunity, Jasper darted down, picked it up, and flew back to the crowd. With a flourish of his wings, he dropped the coin in front of the astonished crowd. Gasps echoed through the square. To the humans, it seemed as though the crow had plucked the coin out of thin air. Encouraged by their reaction, Jasper repeated his trick, returning more lost coins or even planting shiny objects he'd collected earlier in surprising places. Soon, he had an audience waiting for him every day. Jasper's grand trick one evening. While exploring the forest, Jasper came across an old deck of playing cards abandoned by a camper. Intrigued by their colorful patterns, Jasper dragged the cards back to his tree. After days of trial and error, he figured out how to flip and arrange the cards using his beak and claws. The next time he visited the village, Jasper brought a few cards with him. He set them down on the ground in front of the crowd and began flipping them over one by one. To the villagers, it looked like Jasper was performing a card trick. The children were especially delighted, clapping and laughing as Jasper revealed the cards. Word spread quickly. Soon, people from neighboring villages came to see the magician crow. The rivalry. However, not everyone was pleased with Jasper's growing fame. The village magician, whose crowds had dwindled since Jasper's rise to stardom, was determined to outdo the clever crow. One day, the magician set up a stage in the square and announced a contest. Jasper versus the magician. The rules were simple. Each would perform their best trick, and the crowd would decide the winner. The magician went first, performing a dazzling routine of card tricks, levitating objects, and even making a bouquet of flowers burst into flame before reappearing unharmed. The crowd cheered, impressed by his skill. Then it was Jasper's turn, Jasper's masterpiece. Jasper started with his usual coin trick, earning polite applause, but then he unveiled his grand finale. With a dramatic caw, he flew into the air and returned with a small piece of cloth he had stolen earlier, a handkerchief tied to the magician's bouquet. Jasper landed in front of the crowd and, with a quick tug, revealed a shiny coin hidden inside the folds of the cloth. The crowd erupted in laughter and cheers. Jasper had not only performed a clever trick, but also poked fun at the magician in the most endearing way. The magician's response. The magician, instead of being angry, laughed and applauded. He walked over to Jasper and extended a hand, offering a shiny gold coin as a token of respect. From that day on, the magician and Jasper became an unlikely duo, performing together in the village and beyond. The legacy of the magician crow. Jasper's story became a legend in the village. Generations later, children would still talk about the clever crow who thought he was a magician. His antics reminded everyone that magic isn't just about tricks. It's about bringing joy and wonder to the world, no matter who or what you are.